Hello and welcome along. Today on Upton Farm, we're going to be doing some fertilizer spreading. We're going to spread some solid fertilizer around on our grass fields mainly to make sure that our yields for our grass improve next time. But we need a bit of money to pay for all this fertilizer, so we're up here at the BGA. We've got our silage here. That we have been loading onto our lorry to take down for feeding our cows. But we're going to put a couple of buckets into the VGA to give us a little bit more cash. So we'll just reverse up here. And then head back over here just to sort of unload this. We are going to need some more silage soon by the looks of things. So we need to get some corn in and maybe hire a forage harvester. But yeah, this should give us a nice bit of cash. Yeah, a couple of these will bring in. We'll get up to about 10,000 with this, I think, and hopefully that should be enough to give us the money for what we need to do. Quite a nice big bucket we have on the front of the telehandler. It takes about 4,000 litres, I think. Yeah, 3,984 litres. There we go. Up. Right, one more should do it, I think. That will give us plenty to get this job done today. There we go. Yeah, we have put a lot of silage down with the cows to make sure that we can feed them properly. It's quite good. I quite like this setup of the conveyor belts that we've got up here. It works really nicely. Ooh. For loading up the silage. I quite like putting all the silage up here. And we do have a silage clamp down at the pigs as well, but I think it's quite nice to have it up here where we can also sell a bit. But we have... we've got about 9,000. Yeah, we've got 9,300. That is plenty for what we need to do right now. So I'm going to drive this back down to the cow yard where our John Deere is waiting for us with the fertilizer on the back. So I will see you guys back down there. Welcome back with me. We are just turning into the cows, so yeah, that's why we've cut back at this point. I'll just go and put this into the barn at the end here with all of the other equipment that we're using for feeding. And there is our John Deere, so that's all hooked up nicely and ready to go. So I'm just going to put this here. Right, so I don't know how much is in our mixing wagon, but it's certainly showing up as a good mixture, whatever it is. There we go. For some reason then I couldn't turn off the machine. Right, so jump in this. We're going to head down to the grass fields. This is nice and full. I already filled this up before I started selling. It's part of the reason why we were so low on cash in the first place. just going to go down here to, I think it's field 29, yeah, field 29, and fertilise that, because I know that's, you can fertilise that. We do have other grass fields around here, of course. I'd be interested to see if you can fertilise those as well, but this is certainly a field we own that you can fertilise. Alright, and away we go. As you can see, it goes dark behind me, so yeah. Definitely a fertilisable field. Which is good news. We can up the yield on this quite considerably. Basically, if I remember right, it's basically double the yield that you can do. Now, normally I would do this with slurry, but the slurry, we don't have enough of it yet. I think we'd have enough to do maybe a third of this field most. So we're gonna let the cows generate a little bit more. We did have a little bit off the pigs before we sold them, so there's a little bit sitting in their tank as well. But we will do that at a later date, I think. For now, we're just going to use solid fertilizer on it. This is a fairly large solid fertilizer tank. It takes 3,000 litres roughly, I think. Yeah, 3,000 litres. And so there should be more than enough to do most of what we need to do today. Seeing as we are trying, we're going to do as many grass fields as we can with this. Maybe even a couple that we haven't done anything with yet. There we go. We'll go back down the middle here. Turn it off. We don't want to. I'm not worried about the crop destruction at the moment, because we'll probably give this another fertilizer actually before we do again. So it will regrow. I want to try and just make sure that we're covering everything. So 33 isn't one of ours, but we do have a couple of fields back by the main farm. So what we might do, I think, is head up that way. Turn that off. Out the road here, and I'll go and cut through the farm. There we are. So we have I have new plans for Upton. I mean, thinking about what we can do that will be different, that will do something that I haven't really done before. And there's a group of mods out there that will allow me to do sort of some industrial stuff. And one that's caught my eye especially is one where you can do stuff with milk and milk production. So what I'm looking to do is create a sort of an industrial area on the map. I can't remember if there is an area already that Lancey put in here. But if there isn't, then we'll get the ground changing roller, and we're going to create one. And yeah, what we'll do is we're going to add some stuff to make the milk production a little bit different. So we won't be selling milk straight away from the farm. We'll actually be tankering it to a factory. And so that's my plans over the next couple of weeks, is to get that stuff set up and in use. Uh, but we need to work towards that a little bit as well. We are going to need more cows and things like that. And I do just need to work out where we're going to put this factory area. So I think that's going to be a very interesting way to go. It's not something I've ever really done in Farm Sim before. I've always sort of done the standard farming setup or whatever the map has had in it already, to be honest. I don't think we want to... Oh no, we have an entrance up here, I think. Is that entrance? Yes. Perfect. We're going to do this field next. So yeah, I've always done either what the map already had in it, or just the standard stuff. So having something like that and doing pallet production and things like that will be something a bit new to me, and I think that's a good way to go, definitely. So what it's going to be is we're going to put. We need to do pallet production. We need to do greenhouses. So we're going to find somewhere to put some greenhouses. We need to do cardboard. Cardboard production, I think, is another thing. And there's one more which I can't quite remember off the top of my head. No, that might be it actually. But it will be something a bit new. So that's what's coming up. Obviously today we're getting all this fertilising done, which is going to increase our grass stuff. So we're looking to basically do... The thing about the grass is that we can use this for pretty much anything. So if we're looking to create more silage at the BGA, we obviously can use this for that. If we're looking to do hay or grass for the cows, we can do that. So there's a lot of stuff that we can do with this. So it's quite useful, the amount of grass fields we have. So we want to up the yield on these, and then we can use these to help our production and help get our cows producing well. Because obviously, and while we're still building the factories and things like that, having the cows sell the milk is going to be very beneficial to us. And of course, we want to get more cows. This grand plan with the factories is all great, but we do need milk as one of the things that we've got to produce. So, and of course we need to put a new sell point in as well to sell all this stuff to, because there is no point in having all of this if we can't sell it. There we go. Almost done in this field. Right, there we are. I want to go to this, the one that's just to the side of here. I think we might end up doing is oh wow, I did not realise we have hay bales in the field. So we'll fertilise it around the hay bales. But yeah, I didn't realise we still had hay bales down here. I think we'd better get those picked up. Which will be a little bit different for the end. So I'm going to go and get the equipment to get these hay bales picked up. And I will see you back here shortly. Hello and welcome back. So I have collected up our New Holland telehandler and the 6R with the bale trailer on. So I'm just going to drive into the middle. The 6R is on follow me, so it should hopefully follow us into the field. Yeah, we will Right. It will close up the distance. Right. Bring you closer. There we go. There we can get into the field, and then we will just disconnect. Follow me. Okay. That's good right there. Okay, let's get these bales collected up. And then we can get this field sorted. Wait. I didn't have that. There we go. Not many on here, so this shouldn't take us very long. First set up. Amazing that I still have bales around here. Did not realise that at all. Right, so if we're loading this realistically, these need to be loaded on the back over the wheels, because otherwise we put undue pressure on the trailer hitch. Load at the back here. To ensure the weight distribution is in the right place. Right, I'm going to try and catch this as we drive by, just to knock it over. There we go. Perfect. Get this loaded onto here. So it looks like there's only another 3 bales after this. That's that. Get all of these off the field. Go. Just 3 more to go. Let's just tie those down. Okay, we won't do the next one until we've got the last 3 bales on. Get this field fertilised. We don't really, if we're going to feed these to the cows, we don't really want to be throwing fertilizer all over them. That would not be good. There we go. One more over here. And still a little bit of gas that I forgot an entire field of bales. Until I came to fertilize the field. Line up a little bit better again, and there we go. I'll load this on as well. Then I will just go and drop all this off at our cow yard. That should hold everything on. We have another. No, we don't have another. So that'll hold everything on. I'm going to do the follow me this time. Oh. Right. So I'm going to go and drop these off, and I will see you back here to finish off our fertilizer spreading. Right, we're back here with the fertilizer spreader. Let's get this field done then, and that will be where we end today. So away we go. A little bit of a bird's eye view on this one, I think, and you can see the difference. You can see that this is a fertilizable field now, by the fact that it you know, changes colour as you do it. It's really cool because these fields aren't actually marked on the map as being fields, so it's quite good that you can fertilise these, and it does only go up to the field boundaries as well. So you can see it, and it doesn't actually show on the map really with the ones that are fertilising. So you do start off actually with more land than it appears from just looking at the numbers. There's a lot of these fertilisable fields, fertilisable grass fields that you start with that aren't purchasable fields. So there we go. Right, do we have any others to do before we go? We could go and do... there's two to the south that we haven't harvested yet. I think we might go and do the one by field 40 quickly. We do have plenty of fertiliser left, so we might as well fertilise these fields, and that way we can have access and we can use them, and yeah, it gives us plenty to be doing. And it also gives us the opportunity to go and have a look at these and see if any of these are a flat, good area for us to do, for us to create our industrial area in. So it's good to be checking out these fields. The one we're about to do is definitely not. It's also the one. It's one that we have recently used, so it's an interesting one because the field fertilizes when you cut it. It's an interesting one here in that it's then going to be partly fertilized already, this one. So looking at this, you can see that this one has quite a big border on it. And the field is, you can see the part of the field that is actually fertilizable. Yeah, it is quite a good field from that point of view to be able to see that. Goes right up to the edge here. But the rest, it's not. It looks like the middle of the field is already fertilized. And looks things. Yeah, there's nothing for us to do in the middle of the field, so I'm guessing the same is true. Yeah, that's not doing anything in the middle of that field. So it's just around the edges. So the middle of the field still needs doing. But that tells me that the other field that we were looking at doing will make no difference either. So I think we're going to end here for today. And all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Please give it a like, drop us a comment and give it a share. And for all the latest videos and live streams from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel. I will see you next time. Goodbye.